Okay. Over to you, Tom.
Brothers and sisters of the planet Earth, on behalf of the Virtual World Society, educators in VR, and our Infinity sponsor, HP, welcome to the 2021 UniVirtual Experience.
All right. All right. We have liftoff.
Wow.
You're going to the next slide, Lorelle? Yes.
Wow. That first time I've seen this. It's beautiful. I'm crying. Wow. Let me tell you a little story. A few months before February 2019, I was approached by Daniel and Lorelle and Donna, and they said, you know, we're trying to do more. The future is of education is in VR, and we know that that's what you share as well. And we're wondering if what do you think about holding a little conference, you know, that brings together educators, and we do it in VR. We practice what we preach, walk the talk. And we're wondering if you would be happy to sort of be a keynote, a leading keynote for this. And I said, oh gosh, this is wonderful. What a great idea. What kind of scope are you planning on there? Oh, we only want we're thinking about 20 speakers, you know, over a day, maybe 2 days. And it'll be a modest event. And we just want to know what you think about it. I said, it's great. Let's go for it. So we're going to put out a call for people who may be interested in this. Well, there's 20 speakers, end up be 170 speakers, 150 events, 6 days, all the people that you saw, every continent was represented, including Antarctica. There were people that came that I've never met in my life. I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. And so this became what I, in my old days, was like Woodstock. It was a happening. And showed everyone things are never going to be the same again. We can find out what we can do by moving minds without moving bodies and save the planet at the same time. Instead of generating more than 1 million pounds of carbon, generate just a few 100 pounds of carbon. Bring all these people together. So what happened after that event is fell in love with each other, educators in VR and the Virtual World Society. We went some to dances together. We were courting each other, decided to get married. Now we're partners. We've joined at the hip, share the same values as we know that you share with us. Now we're joined by HP to help us, an Infinity sponsor for this event, along with other sponsors you'll be hearing about. So just wanted to let you know that we're back by popular demand. I've been asking when you're going to do it again. So here we are, we're doing it again. This time, instead of 6 days, it's 30 days, but it's spread out. So it's a little more relaxing, Lorelle, right? And so you can sleep in between. Instead of 24 hours a day, it's just going to be 23 hours a day. No, anyhow, thank you everyone for coming, and I'm going to turn it back over to Daniel. Lorelle, take it from here.
All right, Daniel.
And oh, by the way, I want to introduce another member of our team. We're happy to have with us Lynn Krause, who is our Director of Community and Business Development, and one of the contributors of this event. You will see her showing up almost every day.
Thanks so much. I just wanted to point out that this morning I thought about the name UniVirtual and this idea of unity, unified. It's intersectional. There's so many different platforms and places that we'll be having events over the next 30 days, but it's about being together. So I really appreciate this kickoff, seeing, you know, the universe above us and seeing all the connection within us that we're going to have. So thanks so much, and celebrating this moment right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Lorelle, where are you? Is she coming back in? I'll be back in shortly.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, I'm here. Hey. You're up, Daniel. Hit the slide. Go.
All right. Here we go. All right. So last year we had a fantastic 6 days of virtual goodness, and we ran a selfie summit hashtag, and all of these good people sent in pictures of either their avatars or their real people of how they were attending the conference. And we really want to do this again this year. So please take note, hashtag UniVirtual Selfie, submit your pictures on social media, Facebook, Twitter, wherever. We're going to compile another poster, see if we can get even more people going. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just take a moment, take a selfie with your mobile phone, send it in. That would be fantastic. The other two hashtags we're using throughout the conference, hashtag UniVirtual, hashtag UVE 2021. Over to you, Lorelle.
The joys of running event and being up on stage too. So you're all set. So this year we're gonna have to do the selfies next.
Is next, right?
All right, just hit the next. Yeah, have you done with this?
Yes. No.
All right.
Okay.
Next.
Here
no,
is a selection of. Here is a selection of some of the fantastic speakers and guests and hosts we have lined up for today. For this month, I should say. This is just a small selection. Please take a look at the schedule as it evolves. You have a smorgasbord of content right there.
Yeah, and these people are represented by these incredible businesses, these companies, these institutions. I mean, this is like a collage of educators in VR, and you are going to experience it this month and on afterwards into the future as well. Daniel, next.
What's lovely about this is that it really is a range of grassroots people, pioneers, big companies, organizations, universities and colleges. We represent, as far as I can tell, the whole industry, the whole community, which we're really, really proud of.
And these are the conversations, the topics, the titles, the words that are going to be used today and for the next 30 days, counting today. We are talking about immersive education, breaking all the rules in XR with bringing someone from youngest age to oldest age into XR technology. We're breaking boundaries, we're breaking barriers, we're breaking all the rules. We are disrupting education. As you saw in the opening video, we are changing lives with our beautiful partners, with Virtual World Society, with iLearn, with HP as our Infinity sponsor, and all of our other sponsors and teams, and all of us, including you. We are coming together to have these conversations, to make these things happen, and it is incredible. Thank you for being a part of that. Now, I think you went. Oh, here's all the platform. We're gonna be everywhere, folks. Last year we were on five platforms.
5 was amazing. 5 was amazing. Absolutely.
Daniel, how
this
many
year,
now?
Yeah. I'm counting 18 platforms, guys, big and small. And please take a minute. So one of the points of this whole exercise is to educate about VR. And I know sometimes you find 2 or 3 platforms you're comfortable with and you stick to those. That's absolutely fine. I've gone to an effort to work with a whole greater range of platforms who are putting on panels and events. Some of them are very small. Some of them are even only 6 people in a room. Have a look at the program, read up. There's going to be some real treats and jewels and hidden surprises in there. So do take a moment as the schedule comes out to mark some events coming up.
And just be aware, Gorilla Tag is one that I cannot wait for Gorilla Tag. That is going to be insanity. All right.
Gorilla Tag. That's the
We're
PE
going to
lesson.
play as well. We're going to be crazy. So we're letting you know that we've divided up our events into 3 different categories, just keeping things as simple as possible. So our special events are our concerts, our grand openings, our socials, the things that are just the unique, wonderful events that we're going to bring you of all different kinds, including silly Gorilla Tag. We are also have main events. Now, when Tom Furness and Daniel and I and Caitlin was a part of that conversation, we sat down, we said, how can we make this different? So we came up with this idea of doing that old party joke thing, question thing, challenge thing, which is if you could invite 4 to 7 people, anyone in the world. Okay, we had a little bit of criteria to that, but if you could invite them to dinner who would that be? Who would you invite? Who would you sit down with and have that conversation with and really explore a topic, play devil's advocate, really examine the past, the present, the future, and really have that intellectual conversation? So we came up with a concept of the UniVirtual Experience as the main events are these hypothetical dinner parties. We're bringing the brightest minds, the most amazing hearts, fantastic spirits together, truly passionate about what they believe in, to have those conversations. So get ready for our Opal panel discussions, all of these amazing events we have. And then our last fantastic category, because we are educators here now, is the workshops and classes. We have classes on world building and trainings and so many teaching lessons, opportunities. Just, the complete schedule will be out very, very soon on educatorsinvr.com, and also Virtual World Society will have links and all of our other partners. But get ready. We're going to rock the metaverse for the next 30 days.
Excellent. Okay. We also want to say a huge big thank you to Donna McTaggart of Let's Meet in VR. She is the backbone of what we do here. She's often behind the scenes, but it doesn't work without her. So please, everybody, hearts, emojis for Donna McTaggart of Let's Meet in VR.
Donna.
She's right up there in the green. Thank you, Donna.
I don't think she
You're
has
a
slept
legend.
in days, if not months. So thank you, Donna.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
She can run events like nobody else. Here
And
we
do
go.
check out, not only does she have the
Yeah.
Let's Meet in VR, but she has her Live Love events like almost every day here in Altspace, building an amazing Christian community. It's just fabulous. So do check those out.
Fantastic. Okay, a huge thank you also to our Galaxy sponsors this year. The Engage platform is supporting this conference with all kinds of help, and the program on the Engage platform, when you get a chance to look at it, it's so exciting. I can't contain myself. Please, please, please join us there as well. And in fact, today, 2:30 after this, 2:30 Pacific time, after we've had a look at the exhibition hall here, this event, we'll be having the opening and Engage with Charlie Fink. So don't miss 3:30 p.m. In Pacific time. And thank you to Avantis Education in the UK. They are also sponsoring this. They're Galaxy sponsors. Amazing products and services for education. You're going to be seeing some products. You're going to be seeing some of their services. They really had a good spot in the market. So keep a lookout for them. Thank you, Avantis, and thank you, Engage. And also thank you to a number of other supporters and sponsors. We are blessed to have the support of Grove XR, Immersive Learning Research Network, XR Collaboration, Flow Immersive, the one and only VR Lady, Learn Bright, and many, many more. And now, is it time, Lorelle? I think
it is time. It is time.
It is time. Okay. We need to say a enormous, a galactic, and infinitely big thank you to HP this year, who is our Infinity sponsor. We are super excited to be embarking on this adventure and journey with you, Matt, and HP and the whole team. I'm lost for words right now. I'm getting goosebumps. Matt, I think it's over to you. Are you ready? Everyone, please, a huge welcome for Matt. I'm going to close the controls, Matt, for you, and if you respawn them, then you will have access to them. Remember
Excellent.
over there, if you go over, get them.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. All right, Matt's
Thank
just getting
you.
himself ready. Here we go.
Thanks everyone for dialing in today, or rather booting into VR. My name is Pat Gaiser. I am part of HP's virtual reality team, part of our Advanced Compute and Solutions business group. I want to thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate you making the time to come. And obviously, huge thanks to Educators in VR and Virtual World Society for bringing this together and making this happen. So big round of applause for everyone. I've got a teammate in the stands. Her name is Logan. She's up over here. Maybe she'll do some hearts right now. Hopefully we'll get a chance to speak with you and network with you in the booths. There's Logan. She's awesome. She's part of our Omnicept solution team. I can't wait to show you guys what that is. But yeah, big thanks for everyone for being here. I kind of want to start, before I just jump right in, I want to start with kind of a funny story. In preparation for this event, I've done lots of VR over the last few years, and I have a very young boy who's less than 4 years old, about 3.5, and he walked in on me prepping for this in VR. And now keep in mind, I work for HP, which is a lot of fun. And I have lots of computers in my home office because it's kind of part of the job to be swivel seating between a work computer, a gaming computer, a VR machine. And I'm fortunate that that's part of the job. I'm blessed that that's what I get to do. And he came in the room, and my wife fortunately came running after him to say, "Stop, stop, stop." And he said, "Where did Daddy go?" Because he saw me, he saw all my monitors set up, and he saw me completely in VR. For a moment, I think he thought, even though I'm wearing a Reverb G2, which you can see over here to my left, he thought I was in a different place. So that shows you how immersive VR can be. And so great to be here today. Great to be speaking to you in VR. And let's just play a quick video. Sorry, not my video. Let's talk about XR in learning. So obviously, HP is a manufacturer of hardware. We make technology and solutions that amaze. We've been doing this since 1939. A little background on that: some of our first products that HP created, right? We're a technology company. We solve problems. One of our first products was the audio oscillator, which I believe we sold to Walt Disney, of all people. And it just shows you that we have been in the business of making technology and making people's lives better through technology for many, many years. And what's great about that is it's really a part of our DNA. I mean, innovation is at the heart of everything we do. I'm blessed to be in business development and talk with tons of customers and help solve their problems with technology. But we work with tons of engineers who it's their entire job to create these amazing experiences. So we take an enormous amount of pride, and we're particularly proud of the solutions that we create. And with that, we look at challenges in our world and we look for ways to solve them. And one of them is, making sure our students have, what they need, because the world has evolved. It's an evolving landscape, and work and life has really entered the experience age. We had the industrial age, right? And that was all about efficiency. That was about working 9 to 5. That was about, doing a single task in a way where you just got really, really good at doing one particular thing. I personally have worked in manufacturing. I've personally worked on a production line. It's kind of boring, but truth be told, that's about efficiency. The information age is a lot more about empowerment. We've moved from doing one thing to having data processing, being able to multitask, being able to sit in an office and be connected around the globe with individuals, teammates, customers, what have you. And now we are entering the experience age. And this is all about immersion. This is all about being able to collaborate and create and to learn completely immersed. So our goal is to help prepare students for the immersive world. There's a lot of great advantages to immersion, complete immersion, and the evolution of life and work in the experience age has tons of advantages. A recent PwC study cited that students and virtual learners were up to 4 times more focused. They often are almost 4 times more emotionally connected, and up to 4 times more engaged in their training. And so HP is really creating technology that makes life better for everyone, everywhere, and we can prepare our students for this immersive age. A lot of the time, when I'm brought in to speak with a customer or to speak to a group in the industry about VR, K through 12 is obviously a very strong use case that always comes up. And really, what it's all about is hands-on learning like never before. Students can travel the world, they can explore the physical properties without ever leaving the classroom. We've partnered with various ISVs who are creating applications that enable students to really go anywhere and do anything. So really cool, really awesome stuff. A great example of that is what these use cases start to look like is how do you visualize concepts? How can you help students with visualizing concepts, provide social context, take field trips, and also, conduct experiments in VR? A really great example I'm sure you're familiar with, and one that keeps coming up with me in front of customers and various industry partners, is virtual dissections. I'm sure you're familiar with the work of Victory XR. I've got a little video that I can't wait to show you because they're doing truly amazing things to help our students.
As he said, my name is Wendy Martin, and for the past 21 years, I've been teaching both high school and college level biology and anatomy.
But there's a problem when it comes to cell biology, is that glucose cannot freely pass through this membrane here. I don't know if you can see here, the white layer is just a tiny region of the cell membrane.
All right, big round of applause for all that Victory XR is doing, partnering with HP and Intel to bring these awesome solutions into the classroom. We're really impressed with them. Every customer I work with that works with these is really pleased with what's going on and amazed with what VR can do to their environment, whether they're on campus, whether they're in a hybrid learning model. Everyone seems to be very impressed. And it doesn't stop there. There's tons of applications in higher education as well, as I'm sure you're aware. Today's technology is for tomorrow's leaders. And, from research to professional skill building, VR can impact how students interact with the world around them. What we see a lot of is, research in XR labs, global classrooms, global tours, virtual tours, campus tours happening internationally in a COVID environment. VR can help make these real, as well as, just real world experiences. Some incredibly popular use cases that we see popping up are in the physical sciences, digital humanities, biomedical applications, and vocational trainings. And this is just where we see lots of energy, focus, and demand for VR in education, especially in higher ed. Just a quick example of that. Here is a really cool picture. We're quite proud of this partnership with Colorado State University. They've got, you can see from the photo, headsets hanging from the ceiling. These are HP headsets with over 100 in a room. So about 100 headsets in a really large room. This is obviously a very large rollout of VR in education, but it just shows what can be done when partnering with the right hardware vendors who create the best technology. And again, this is a digital anatomy lab. It helps students collaborate, learn, and just get together in VR and explore different parts of the human anatomy. Another great example is Full Sail University. Obviously, this is a very focused, if you're familiar with Full Sail, they're a private institution focused on computer science, gaming, art design, animation, but they've gone ahead and created these kits for students where every single student is provided with a VR laptop, which I think is amazing, and it gives them the opportunity to collaborate, learn, and develop inside of VR, which is quite impressive. We've got a vocational training partner who has taken welding to the next level. I don't know, show of hands, anyone here tried to weld? Yeah, it's not easy. It's kind of scary too, truth be told. You've got to have a setup. I see Daniel's tried to weld. He's probably great at it. Let's give him some love. It's one of those things that you're dealing with, very reactive gases. You're dealing with a table that has to be properly grounded. You're using a very hot torch. You're wearing gloves. It's a very uncomfortable experience. we've got a particular partner we work with that uses our headsets to help train students how to weld starting in VR, which makes this a lot better, easier, and helps them prepare for the real world. So with that, I'd love to talk to you today a little bit about some of our products that we do offer. Anyone here familiar with the Reverb G2? All right. Anyone joining today on a Reverb G2? I know I am, so I'm going to throw some love up there. All right. This headset is phenomenal. It's great for consumers. It's great for businesses. Obviously, it's available now. We have people dialed in on it, but I'm real excited to show you about our Omnicept solution, which is for developers and enterprises. This product is going to be available here in a matter of weeks. But first, with the Reverb G2, if you're wearing it right now, you're probably stoked because it's got an incredible immersive viewing experience. You can probably see the text on this slide incredibly well. They're also able to hear completely in 3D with our spatial audio support. You've got, really good gestures due to our new controllers. The tracking and the layout has been improved. We've added cameras. You can see over here on the right, this happens to be our Omnicept edition. But as you can see, it does have 4 cameras and all the tracking you could possibly need for a great experience. We've got long wearing comfort built into this headset, and it is just the highest resolution headset that we can bring to market at the price point it's at. And with that, we've made that headset even better. We have now launched a user-centric VR experience called our HP Omnicept solution, and it's a complete ecosystem. This headset is a Reverb G2. However, it adds 3 elements to it to make it the world's most intelligent headset. It adds a heart rate tracker, it adds a face camera, and it also adds eye tracking from Tobii. And what that does is it enables us to also bring a developer kit, an SDK to the market to help power new experiences and take advantage of that sensor technology. And that's not all. We've also partnered with a handful of ISV partners who are creating off-the-shelf applications designed to run and take advantage of the sensor technology in this headset. They'll be going to market with us right off the bat. Let me show you a video to show you what that's all about. All right, there you have it, the world's most intelligent VR headset. Let's see some love for that. We've gotten there by, again, providing eye tracking from our partners, Tobii, a heart rate sensor, a face camera. This headset is really a solution that can do it all. We feel it's going to bring things to VR that we don't have in entirety today, including contextual behavior with eye tracking, which will also have support for foveated rendering. It's going to have real-time adaptation provided by a heart rate sensor. We'll have improved human interaction. You all look amazing in the audience today, but with our face camera and other insights we're going to bring to the market, we'll be able to track other things like mouth movement, face gestures, things to see exactly what you're doing behind that avatar in VR, which is going to be phenomenal. We've got an improved fit on this headset with a ratcheting headband and a phenomenal experience in VR based on the Reverb G2. So really proud of our team. Again, Logan is in the audience. She's over there. She helped design this. So big round of applause and a lot of love to the team that brought this product to market. Next is that helps the solution is our Omnicept SDK. I've got a video I'm going to play right now that helps explain kind of what this Omnicept SDK does and how it fits into the equation with our Omnicept Edition headset.
Introducing HP Omnicept, an intelligent XR platform that completely changes the dynamic of how humans interact with technology. Sensors in the headset monitor muscle movement, heart rate, pupil size, and gaze to capture the levels of brain power exerted. Now, users' natural responses drive their experiences in the moment. By combining sensor data with machine learning, software developers get real-time insights to tailor XR experiences for faster and better outcomes. Across industries, HP Omnicept is powering advanced XR solutions that can adapt to each user. Redefining how we train, improve well-being, create, and collaborate. HP Omnicept-powered apps help ensure the capture and transfer of data comply with GDPR, keeping user data confidential. Groundbreaking hardware meets transformative software. This is HP Omnicept, a revolution in XR.
All right, so lot of technology in this headset, and a lot goes into this. The way we're bringing this headset to market again is with different insights, and one of those is cognitive load. And what cognitive load is well, it's a predictor of our brain capacity. It's a predictor of our performance and our expertise. So what this headset can help us do, powered by our cognitive load insight, is understand the amount of working memory that's consumed while you're in a VR experience. Help with, from a performance perspective, find out, the indicator of the user's engagement based on how much brain power is put towards the task. So we'll be able to now understand, if we're training somebody in VR, how engaged might they be? Are they breezing by with flying colors, or are they really challenged? Are they having an issue that they need to go back and try the experience again? And we'll also be able to capture expertise, right, which is how well the learner really understands the content. This is going to be an incredibly powerful insight as a part of our Omnicept solution. And how it works is data from the headset is captured, whether it's heart rate, pupillometry, eye tracking, or some combination of all of those, which can be fueled into our analytics engine. We've got a model we've been training with data from around the world from our HP Labs team. And then the SDK interface, which you can, as a developer, you can write yourself, or you can take advantage of what we created. And that's how you get this cognitive load insight. And this is telling us how much brain power is being used, how does the user perform under stress, and how quickly decisions can be made while in VR. Let's watch a video that talks a little more about that.
The fear of public speaking is deep-rooted and widespread. Common wisdom has been to practice in front of a mirror. Well, that mirror is being replaced by the virtual reality screen. Everyone has something meaningful to say, and our goal at Ovation is to give people the confidence to say it. One of the things we've always struggled with is, when are they ready to translate from the virtual world to the real world? Omnicept, it provides us with this extra layer of information to make sure that our software is actually taking their training to the next level. With Omnicept, you can see all sorts of different analytics that are provided. The user can go through our analytics menu, and they can see things like how their heart rate changed over time throughout the course of their practice speech, how their cognitive load changed over time. These metrics in combination finally give us the confidence to tell these users, you're ready. You're ready for the real world with this speech that you've been working so hard on. Integrating the Omnicept SDK into Ovation was incredibly easy. They have a developer portal that helps you get the SDK fully implemented. The time it took between when we first started the process of integrating the SDK and receiving the sensor data was less than 15 minutes. HP is iterating on their technology and their hardware at an incredible pace. They're adding all sorts of different features that us as developers really, really want and can take advantage of. And I think once customers get their hands on the hardware and the software that takes advantage of the new features in that hardware, they are going to see that virtual reality has arrived and is ready to fully deploy within their organizations.
And obviously,
Right
I've
there.
been talking on mute. Hi there.
Okay, just checking on you. All good.
Yeah, thank you so much. I was just saying that Jeff Marshall, Ovation VR, great partnership with HP, phenomenal product they brought to the market. I think it's a real good proof of concept and a real game changer for what our Omnicept solution can provide. And next, I want to talk about, how does one get started in an XR science lab? When I speak to educators, when I speak to IT decision makers in school districts and at universities, I've learned a couple things, and that is that they don't always know where to start because maybe they specialize in procurement and IT management, and trying to find a centralized compute on campus to build an XR lab around isn't always the easiest thing. So they start small. Maybe they start within their own program, or they start within a certain class or a set of elective courses. And one thing that's interesting is just looking at this slide, it's been very popular amongst a lot of people I work with. So I wanted to share it with you here to say, hey, it's not really as complicated as it needs to be to bring, VR into your environment. It starts with an outstanding portfolio of desk side and laptop workstations, right? So we've got some of the best workstations in the business. They're designed to run for 5 years, 24/7, nonstop. These machines are robust, all kinds of security features built in. Really amazing product line of PCs and laptops that we've got available. And on the right, I've just put an example of what a 15-seat lab looks like. That seems to be the sweet spot. I get lots of people asking about 5-seat labs, 20 and 30-seat labs, and 15 seems to be a good sweet spot. You can bundle this with esports. You can bundle this with an esports lab or an AutoCAD lab. These are environments where you have some of the compute required to drive and run some of these very high fidelity headsets that we offer. Great example here as well is just what the cost would be. But I think the most important takeaway on this page is to not forget that HP has partnered with the Grants Office, which is a consulting group. And we've got a copy of a completely comprehensive guide for how to get the right grant money to help fund some of the things that you need to do on campus. So really great product and program that we've got there as well. This is just a quick snapshot of some of our headsets, our complete portfolio kind of mapped out on one brochure here. I love to share this because it shows that we are, investing big in virtual reality. We've got our Reverb G2 as well as our Omnicept edition. We've got a whole host of mobiles that work great. We've got a VR backpack for going completely mobile. And then obviously a whole set of desktops that drive outstanding immersed experiences. So there you have it, folks. I want to say thank you. I've got some links provided here where you can learn more about HP's VR solutions, our Omnicept edition, a portal for our developers, and links to our Reverb G2. And I always like to throw this out there as well. I mentioned HP is investing big in VR. We're hiring. So point your students towards us, right? We have jobs in marketing, operations, business development, engineering, software design. HP is a company that's continuing to grow, continuing to invest in people and in technology. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for joining us today. Big thanks to the folks putting this event on. Really, a lot of work has gone into this, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm excited to spend 30 days together and meet and network with all of you and really help bring VR into your environment. So thank you. Daniel, back to you.
Matt, thank you so much. I'm just going to check on my megaphone. I am. Matt, everybody, please give it up for Matt Gaiser and Logan Lynch of HP. I'm impressed. Matt, I want a headset. It's I got a problem now. You've sold me. I need a headset.
Excellent.
So exciting. I mean, the tracking features going on in there, the amount of data you'll be able to collect. And I was really encouraged by the fact there was a point in the video, a lot of educators are concerned about privacy. You said that it complies with GDPR, so that shouldn't be a concern. That's really encouraging. I'm sure you'll get a lot of questions about that headset throughout the conference. In about 7-8 minutes, we're going to be moving from here to the exhibit hall. We're going to open launch there as well. But for now, we're doing a bit of Q&A, aren't we, Matt? Is that right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we've got some time. We can do it in the exhibit hall or we can do it here. Up to you.
I think we might save it for the exhibit hall because it's a more
Okay.
natural space.
Perfect.
Yeah? Great. Okay. All right, Tom, what did you think of that presentation, my friend?
Well, did it? I mean, you've made my dream come true. Starting
Excellent.
54 years ago, 54 years ago, this is the day I've been waiting for. It all come together.
That's great to hear.
Lorelle, or on the video, we saw the super cockpit. This was something I was working on in the 80s, and we are actually flying some of the technology. I was actually flying in some of the fighter aircraft, testing some of these things. And it turns out what I want to do now is a super cockpit for the mind. You've done it. You have the hardware technology. And now we
Amazing.
needed to put the pieces together and the content that lets us move our minds to these wonderful, these worlds of wonder that lift us. I mean, learning should be fun, shouldn't it? I mean, Matt, you should,
Yeah.
pretty much that's what you've demonstrated. It needs to be exciting. People that the kids are saying, "Oh my goodness, this is so fun."
Yeah.
They say that they're learning at the same time. Succeeded. They have succeeded. And it's not just the kids, their parents, and it's their grandparents, a whole
Yes.
family coming together. And so thank
Fantastic.
you for
Absolutely.
this and giving us this vision of what's already there for us to build upon. Thanks.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, we
Thank
have an
you, Matt.
amazing team behind this and a whole research lab dedicated to creating experiences that amaze, and that's what we do at HP.
Fantastic.
Indeed.
Tom, you were saying about content, and I fully agree. I think looking out here among our guests and friends, it's safe to say that here are some of these content creators. These are the people who get it. These are people who use it. You are the people who are creating content. You're creating worlds. You're creating events. So a big, huge round of applause to the audience, to you guys, to our community, to our tribe here who, you know, you are the pioneers. You are the guys doing this day in, day out, evangelizing, building, creating, figuring stuff out, pioneering, testing, trialing, making the mistakes that 5 years down the line, when this may or may not be truly mainstream, we will have been the people with along Virtual World Society and HP. We're the people who are laying the ground here. Truly, truly exciting times. Thank you so much. Yeah, in just a few minutes, we're going to move across to the exhibit hall, which we're really excited to share with you. But just before we do that, I want to give you just a bit of a teaser about some of the stuff we've got coming up on different platforms. So until Lorelle gives me a signal, I'm going to just give you a couple of ideas of what to expect throughout this next month. So we have a lot of these dream dinner parties. We've invited some of our friends, best friends and peers and experts and pioneers, and asked them to say, hey, you go and invite 3, 4, 5, 6 people and design a conversation that you want to have. And we're doing this in different worlds and different platforms. Many of those will take place here in AltspaceVR. Many of them will take place in Engage. Some of them will take place on Glue, in Sansar, in FrameVR, which is WebXR. If you don't know FrameVR, I think most of you actually do, I'm sure. Hubs, Mozilla Hubs, these kind of platforms. Somnium Space has a great new web viewer. And we're going to try and show you the best of each platform. Really give you a great range, a huge big menu, a multicultural, international, metaverse menu of conversations, panels, workshops. We have Jeremy Bailison speaking. We have Alvin Wangralen of HTC speaking. We have Steve Bambry of CPD and VR speaking. Carlos Ochoa of the VRARA, Julie Smithson and Alan Smithson of Metaverse. I'm going to forget so many people, it's impossible to remember. HP is going to be holding some dedicated events as well. And Matt will be joining at least one panel. That's kind of some of the main events to look forward to. And then, of course, we have an alternate program. So I think on 3 Sundays, I think it's a Sunday, I'm going to go into Multibrush, which now has, well, Tiltbrush, which now has multiplayer called Multibrush. Please get ready to download that, I think off the Quest App Store and other places, because we're going to do art jams. We're going to do collaborative art jams. We can get up to 12 people in there. I've got themes for each of the events, and we're going to go in and we're going to paint these scenes together, 12 of us. And then I'm so excited for that. And if we can get music playing while we're doing it, that would be even better. Another platform that is a bit of a nugget in my book, especially for educators, is a platform called Wander. It's kind of Street View in VR. And again, that was made multiplayer, I think, with 6 guests recently, or it's about a year ago. But I've only just started using it. It's really cool. Tom and I had a session. Do you remember, Tom? You and I went into Wander,
yes.
and he showed me his lab in New Zealand, in Washington, all these places. He gave me a tour of his place. I feel I know his history a little bit, and then I showed him where I live here. So Wander is a nice little thing. Feel free to join our sessions or start your own sessions. Go and explore. That's what this is about, guys. Go and find these platforms, test them out. Many of the other platforms are going to do demos and tours. And if you don't know, for example, LearnBright and Mootup and Glue and all of these places, there's going to be tours and demos. Go check it out. Go find something new. Might be the thing you've been looking for. Some of them are free. Some of them have paid licenses. We're going to try and go as broad as possible. And please, if you're a platform owner next year and even throughout the year, we want to find out what you're all about. Get in touch, join our Discord. We'll bring a team of educators your way. We can test there. What else have we got? We got Wander. Oh yeah, and this is a little favorite of mine. Give me some love, anybody, if you know Gorilla Tag. I know it's got a bit of a reputation, but don't let that put you off, because you can make private rooms. We're going to make a private room. I think I've got 2 Gorilla Tag sessions happening. This is PE in VR. I sweat in Gorilla Tag, and I play it with my son. He's so good I can't even catch him. So keep a lookout the schedule for instructions how to join. It's going to be hugely fun. If by chance you stray off into a different room, don't be surprised if there's a bit of street attitude in there. Find your way to our private room and have a good play with us. Yeah, we have an ethics panel with Caitlin Krause happening. That's going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait for that. Again, look at the schedule. All these things are coming your way. We're going to have a very comprehensive schedule for you to create your own program. And I think Lorelle, are we almost ready to go across to the exhibit hall? Where are you, Lorelle? Give me a signal here. I'm losing my voice. Okay. 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 Donna, is Donna here? I can hear Lorelle communicating. Just let me check in here. All right. 1 second. Lorelle, how do we get into the AltSpace event, please? Waiting for a signal, guys. Donna, is that official? I can tell them to go to the event? Okay. All right, everyone. We're going to make our way to the next event, which is our exhibit hall opening. There is an official event on the AltSpace calendar. So when you leave this event, I think you can even bring it up, can't you? If you click your menu, you should be able to click events and make your way. Yes, I see it here. The UniVirtual Experience exhibit hall opening starts in 1 minute. So I'll race you there. How about that? Matt, you ready? Set, go. I'm going to race you across to the exhibit hall. Tom, I'll see you there. And just before you make your way, in about half an hour, so in Engage, Charlie Fink, opening of Engage as well. Please, please, please join us in Engage. Download Engage if you don't already have it. Charlie Fink's going to give a keynote speech about the metaverse. I've seen the slides. You want to hear this. I'm about to get hit by a meteorite. I think that's a signal to make our way to the exhibit hall. Matt's made his way. Tom, can you see the event on your schedule there? Everybody bring up your menu. If you can see it, people are leaving. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Big round of emojis while you're all here. Make your way to our exhibit hall. Fantastic. I can see everybody leaving slowly. I will be last to go. There we go. Thank you, everyone. This is crazy. The meteorite has come just in time to just smash the stage. Don't touch the Omnicept. That's mine. Okay, guys. If you're not already bringing up your menu to join the exhibit hall, please do so now. We're going to meet.
Actually, a center of
See,
learning.
it's going good so far.
And
Hey,
I'd like to
Kurt.
talk to you about that sometime when
Yeah.
when you have some time, and because we'd like to really partner with HP. I see this handwriting on the wall that we talked a little bit about this before, that there's a problem, of course, with the kind of capability that Oculus is giving us now in terms of the strings attached. And then, of course, there's the other side of what is going on with the other industry people that we see that we'd like to hitch our wagon to this star, to this HP star, to help us get going with this, especially with this project. So